You got the full tech you can use. And they do have roll bars on these. But we are not going to be able to make a strategy stop. Because sport races do not do that on the championship series. Now, Warren, I would make a ruling on this circuit based on what you want to do in Campbell GT. What's the layout here? He's not here. We were using some of the motocross turns the last time we were here. And that's the... I'll show you when I get to them. I'm coming down the front stretch.
Are we count the track?
That's what I'm asking them. I'm trying, when Warren gets in here, he'll, as of right now, drive it straight. But you're looking into turn 1 and going into the hairpin at the end of the drag strip. We have, in times at this track, run the motocross turn, where you could go to the inside of those rumble strips. I'll wait till Warren gets here to make an assessment. So for now, this is a straight track. He's probably going to say drive it straight, because I just want to line it up with whatever we're going to do with Campbell GT. So we don't get used to doing it one way.
You can do the conspiracy session when we go to the first video.
If I have the time, I'll open one up. It would be bad. But actually tomorrow, though, tomorrow's not a straight IndyCar race. It's going to be a special Indy Legends event. We're going to be running both circuits just like we are tonight. And it's going to be a bunch of classic cars.
Oh, okay, that's not good.
Yeah, and then Saturday night we got another Campbell GT preseason special on this track.
I don't know if I'll be here. I might be at the Rolex 24.
Sweet.
You know, Ford like I always do. My dad goes against me with the Corvettes.
Oh, he can watch your race broadcast this season and do the same thing, because there's a bunch of Corvettes going against the Fords in GTE.
Yeah, Ford won the last one. Yeah, well, it's strange to be honest. I feel like I'm being taxed religious because I did a GM guy all mine. Here I am. That's where these two people in class today were talking about how the Chevys look so ugly now. The pickup trucks. So sad.
That's interesting you talk about the makes there, man, because I was reading a novel over the holidays about the 1964 Indy 500, and that's the one where Eddie Sachs and Dave McDonald were killed on the front stretch, the big fireball. And Dave McDonald was a sports car racer, and he was just getting started in radio. It was his first Indy 500. And I highly recommend looking up highlights. Look up Dave McDonald, Master of Oversteer, on YouTube. The guy was something else in a sports car. But he started off in racing.
Can you remind me what oversteer is again?
Loose. But Dave McDonald, he started off racing Corvettes, drag racing them back in the 50s. He was just a Corvette guy. He had a Corvette, and he took care of his car and all that. And eventually he took it into sports car racing and did so well that he got signed to the Ford Shelby factory team. And that's who he was running for when he got the job to run for Mickey Thompson in Indianapolis. Well, the thing is that even though he was a Shelby Ford factory driver, he used to always go down to the tracks and work in the Corvette pits with the Corvette drivers, and then he would get chewed out by by Carroll Shelby. And he would show up at the Shelby plant driving his Corvette, and they'd make him park it across the street, behind a tree. And when he died, in the car that, when they pulled his burned body out of that car, they had his wallet in the locker room. It had 4 photos in it. It had a photo of him and his wife and their baby. It had a photo of him and his wife, and it had 2 photos of him and his Corvette.
Him and his baby, yeah.
Yeah, and his baby. But yeah, it was pretty interesting. He was still going down and helping out Corvette drivers on the weekends when he was off, while he was a Shelby Ford factory driver.
Oh wow.
Because he loved Corvettes so much. I highly recommend it if any of you got Google Books on your phone. It's called Black Noon, the day they stopped the Indy 500. It's a hell of a book. It has something for you. It has something for you, JB, because one of the main characters in it is Humpy Wheeler, who was there as the Firestone tire rep. And a lot of the
Who's that?
Talking to him and his perspective. You know who Humpy Wheeler is, damn it.
I've heard it. I don't know exactly.
He was a long-time track promoter at Charlotte Motor Speedway.
Okay.
He's a very big NASCAR guy, but he also worked in Indy cars as a tire rep and that kind of thing.
They run Michelin's now, don't they?
What are they running in IndyCar now?
Last time I thought they were running Pirellis, but
It might be. They did Firestone. They had for a long time.
and then they gave up on those because they sucked.
Well, Firestone went out of the racing biz for about 20 years, from the 70s to the 90s.
Yeah.
Then they came back and they kicked Goodyear's ass
Yeah.
on
no,
the Indy cars.
Goodyear's
Open wheel. Yeah.
That's about the time that Hoosier was kicking Goodyear's ass in the stock cars.
Yeah. Hoosier's always been competitive below the cup level.
We run Hoosiers on our Super Late models.
Yeah, that's what we run on our ARCA car. I mean, they say General, but they're Hoosiers.
I like Hoosier Tire because they're kind of like SMS, our hosts on here. They're a small factory of enthusiasts. And that's one of the reasons Hoosier's made good racing tires for a long time.
So much. I mean, we ran a 50-lap race on one set of tires, and then we just came back and we ran the same set of tires in practice and ran a faster lap than last time.
Some of the late models around here, they make you start on old tires, and then you gotta turn them in and they'll rotate out and give you another set of tires. They've been using that last week. And they use the same tires throughout the season for everybody, and they just rotate them in a big stock of tires. You never know what tires you're going to get.
Yeah, that sounds pretty cool.
I mean, you can go buy new tires, but for us, we just run a bit of old tires, a bit for some races that are short.
What track you run at?
Quarter midgets, I had the same tire for weeks on end, months on end. If I blew it, I changed it. Or if I saw we saw like a visible problem with it. But other than that, it was like, stay with it.
5 lap, 50 lap, and then we'll have like our special night where we do 100 laps.
Where's that at? You run super late models?
New Smyrna Speedway.
Oh, New Smyrna.
Governor's Cup is only 200 laps, but we need more races.
Yep, we're going to be down there running starting next month.
That's one of those tracks we used to call the hockey. We used to call hockey rink. It's the one with the big boards on the side. It's real wide.
Mm-hmm.
Has big high boards on the side of it. Yeah, we used to call those hockey rinks because you'd call it getting checked into the boards when some jackass slammed you up into the wall. It looked just like a hockey rink if you blur your eyes.
Yeah, we're gonna be
I can't
down.
wait for speed.
We're gonna be down there at the big track. I work on an ARCA team,
Oh wow.
so the 9th I think is our. But we're down there for like 5 days or 4 days or something.
What car are you on this season, Johnny? The 22 still?
Last season it was the 77. This season I'm back to the 22. We got Parker Klingerman in it for Daytona.
Sounds perfect.
Yeah, we pulled a ringer.
Better.
My buddy works over there at DGR.
Wow. I know one of my friends. He works with that truck team. I forget what it is. It's got Stuart Friesen on it.
Is that Nice?
I don't know. Like I'm talking about.
Oh, Stuart Friesen is the GMS.
Yeah, he works with GMS for Xfinity and trucks.
Yep.
He said apparently Jeff Ford and Dale Jr. are trying to run a truck race at Martinsville this year.
That's cool.
He said that they came in 2 years ago. Yeah, but he just races like.
He races one-off races. He ran a nationwide race last year.
He ran pretty good too for not being in the car for so long.
Yeah, he led laps, you know.
He could have won it in that last restart.
Oh, Johnny, I highly recommend get on YouTube and look up Dale Jr.'s when he was on the Joe Rogan podcast.
Oh, I've been watching. I listened to that whole thing.
Yeah, so you saw it? Or you heard it?
I listened to it.
That was one of the best interviews I've heard with him. It was funny, he was talking about how his dad didn't want to put him in the car, and he only got in the car because they didn't have another driver.
He walked into the shop and he saw his name on the car and he's like, "Y'all are fucking with me. Man, what the fuck?" Nope,
Yeah.
That's your car. What?
He was out of racing. He had no ride. He had won four races and 179 late model starts, so he wasn't exactly lighting it up. And he was funding it himself. You know, Dad gave him a shop to work in. That was it. He had his own car and he had to pay for the car himself, so he wasn't lighting it up. And then they had needed a driver for the Busch Series that season, and it was Tony Eury Sr. who talked Dale Sr.'s like, "Who are we going to put in this car?" They want you to put Junior in there, boy. You think so? Sure enough, he goes out and wins a championship 2 years in a row.
We got a couple new guys in here, Carlin. You want to explain to them what's going on?
Yeah, no problem. Let me get off. Let me pull into the pits here.
We got New Helix, Mondo, Cryptic Plant, X Gym Box, and that's it. Rest are regulars.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull into the pits and then I'll give everybody the rundown for what's going on tonight.
I heard about the interview where Dale Jr. was talking about him racing the Rolex 24 with his father in 2001.
Yeah, I just watched that race a couple months ago, and let me tell you something, man. Dale Jr. was all over the place, but he came in when it was raining, so you can't really blame him. He'd never driven on a road course or in a wet, in a wet. So he wasn't ready for that. But Dale Earnhardt, he ran an afternoon-evening stint, and he was only 7/8 of a second off of the fastest Corvette. So he was quick. He wasn't slow in his one run.
I love how Jimmy Johnson put Alonso in his car, and Alonso was like 2/10 faster than Jimmy Johnson was in his own car.
On that track, I'd imagine, yeah.
Yeah. At an oval, probably not so much.
I know lots of, we'll get you sometime in a room and I don't got to do a spiel. I know lots of stories about test sessions where guys did things that, they weren't supposed to be able to do. Like Al Unser Jr. going to test Benettons and beating both drivers by 2 seconds 3 days straight, but not getting a ride.
Wow.
You know, stuff like that. I've read a lot of stuff on that.
Oh, BS, isn't it?
Politics is what it is.
Yeah, I know.
Same thing with Michael Andretti at McLaren. All politics. But anywho, let me give a rundown here to the.
500 again this year.
I hope so. It does something for the sport for sure.
Get more
Let me give you guys a brief rundown. I got a few of the new guys in here too. Tonight is the SCL IndyLights Pro-Am Special. Obviously, they're open rooms with the new drivers coming in. We've got 2 races tonight. These are both our IndyLights cars. The Formula C on the road course, Formula Renault will be on the speedway. We're doing a 10-lap race here on the road course, and then how many on the speedway, JV? 20. Yeah, I believe we're doing 20 on the speedway. It's going to be starting randomly, I believe, if I got my stats correct here. Yeah, it's going to be a random starting order. We will have a pace lap, and yeah, Juan, apparently I'll ask Warren about it here in a minute when he gets back. I think we're running the straight course. And we will have a pace lap and fire it off. We're going to be using a clean start rule. We'll detail that when we get closer to race time. 21 minutes to go. Any of you other newer drivers, obviously new to the SCL, this is our Pro-Ams are recruiting races, and go ahead and send the Sunday Cup League account up there, a friend request. That's the one the race director uses. Various officials are in it. If you get yourself on that friends list, we'll get you into the community and the website and all that jazz. And you can get a little more idea of what we're doing for tonight, guys. Give you a little introduction to how we run things. A little fun exhibition races. Like I said, IndyLights, they're both the IndyLights series cars, but they're separate cars for the speedway and the road courses. So we'll be running both layouts here tonight. So you got 20 more minutes to warm up. If you have any questions, myself, Warren, SCL, Shane O'Kano, all the marshals that are in here, Twindy. Yeah, the Pro-Ams do not use the strategy stop. One, you're just going to be coming out, running a parade lap, and then firing it up.
Seems like
Also, there's no resetting on the track, and no pit limiter. There's no speed pit limiter.
They're not going to have to worry about they're not going to have to worry about that because we're not.
Yeah, just put the start up when they first join. Go.
Yeah, I got you. It doesn't hurt them. It doesn't hurt them to know that. Yeah, guys, you have spec cars. You can use any combination of the Tech Aids package you want and the ABS traction control stability. Not mandatory, obviously. And you can also make the onboard roll bar adjustments, brake bias, all that kind of stuff if you want. You can also, Warren, I was asking them. I was telling them I wanted to use the same layout Camla GT. Do you want to avoid the motocross turns this season?
Well, I mean, with these cars, it's not really not a problem. You're not going quick enough to have that. Whoever's echoing is killing me, Johnny. But yeah, no, I think do the straight course here, and if it does well, I guess we can talk about it. But if it doesn't,
yeah,
then.
All right, we'll use it as the assessment for the Brickyard Grand Prix this weekend.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll run the straight course.
Are slick better than the sport tires, or?
It's going to put you on whatever tires it puts you on.
It's going to put you, yeah. In the support series and Pro-Am races, you're not going to get to me. your strategy tire changes like you do in the championship series.
Yeah.
So you're just going to be running what you come out with anyway. But the slicks are those are the racing tires. Sport tires are what an intermediate kind of compound. They're performance tires, but they're harder, longer lasting compound.
Sounds like a church commercial. Longer lasting compound.
Still not Goodyear.
If Goodyear made condoms, Jesus.
Oh.
Did they?
As long they could get away with it. You know who could not get away with it is Michelin. Because no one would look at the Michelin man the same way again.
Oh my gosh.
I can hear the taglines now though, Warren. Goodyear, because so much is riding on your rubber.
Yeah, and that would just get interesting when they get the Goodyear blimp.
Yeah, right. Wrap it up from Goodyear Incorporated.
So we just run straight through the chicane, right? Instead of just going around.
No, we're doing
the whole track.
No, we're doing the straight layout.
You define any roll bar balance.
2 wheels must be on the track at all times.
Unless you slide it off through the grass.
Yeah. To gain time and position. Yeah. To save your ass, do what you gotta do.
As you were saying, that cryptic plant was off in the grass, so I said that.
It's a tight turn. That first turn's deceiving as hell.
Yeah. It's tough for me. I've never been a hot rodder in the IndyLights.
The little Indy cars.
What was that?
I'm trying to loose that about. See what happens.
Yeah, I might need to be honest with you.
Car just goes very tight through the slow corners. Yeah, I'm actually doing the same thing myself.
Unstable. I can tell you right now, it's really tight through that S section, but other than that, it's pretty good.
That's what I'm running right now.
I'm trying to loose it about for this car right now just to see what it will do for me. If it'll help it turn to the corners better or not.
And I see it brakes from the C-car.
I'm just trying to get laps. I haven't been in this car before.
It's like I always say when we run the pro-ams and the support races, Shane, it happened to me for many, many seasons. You see, it's funny because you see a lot of the veterans who run Winston Cup or Camel GT IndyCar all the time, you know, pulling the hell out of these things. It's not the car you're used to running, and so a lot of us get humbled in these races.
I know the oval part's going to be great.
I'd be really humbled on this road course.
This is even a tougher layout than the one on GT6, Johnny.
I can see.
Wait, is that one the old F1 circuit?
Yeah. It had a little more flow to it than this, but it was still a very, very difficult track. It had a lot of...
When you went out on the speedway, you stayed out on there.
Yeah. That was the big difference. There's also a difference in the second curve section there. when you go through, let's see, I'll call them when I get here.
Yeah, there's no chicane on the old one.
That is not going to work.
I kind of wish they put the F1.
Come on, New Helix.
You got to present yourself a lot earlier than that.
I wish they could have added the F1 version of this track too. Because I know there's no last chicane. You just go straight through the oval.
It's right here. It used to go. There's a loop down here that used to go through, and then you stayed on the speedway once you came out of the, once you came on to the short shooting oval 1 and 2. That was the big difference. Everything else is pretty much the same. It's never been a real racy track, but it's an event we've had for many, many seasons. We obviously run the Indy 500, the Brickyard 400 here, but the Brickyard Grand Prix for Camel GT has been around almost as long, and that one runs on a road course, obviously, and most of the veterans prefer the old layout.
Yep. Doesn't matter, I can't put it on either one of them, so.
And either way, this is what you got, so.
Yeah, that's what you got. They changed it. Tony George's fault.
Alright guys, about a little over 10 minutes here to go, and we're going to kick off this event here, starting with a 10-lap race on this road course layout with these cars, and then we're going to switch to the Formula Renaults and run 20 laps on the speedway.
Yep.
If you haven't got a DRS button, set your DRS button because the next car's got DRS.
Yeah, we'll remind them in that room. But just to keep you guys that have been wondering, with the new support classes being announced and all that, both these races are the IndyLights cars. The IndyLights cars use different cars depending on whether they're on the speedway or the oval, or speedway or the road course, just like the Indy cars do. So that's the reason for the car change. But just keep that in mind. You guys are making your little your inventory for your team shop out here in the preseason. All right, I'm going to take a 5, JB. I'll be right back, and we'll get these guys ready.
10-4, I'll hold down the house here. Anybody got any questions?
I'm just trying to figure out when I can get on a team when the season
Alright,
starts.
who's talking? Who are we talking to?
Ben.
Oh, well, Ben, okay. You're the one with the super late model there down in New Smyrna, right?
Yeah.
Alright, well, you just got to keep showing up and presenting yourself and showing that you're suitable to be on a team for a team owner. You got to make yourself look good for a team owner, They don't want somebody that's going to run in the back of the pack and wreck in front of the leader every time, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So just, really the biggest thing for anybody, just for being part of the league in general, is if we don't hear about you, that's a good thing. But if we're saying, Ben, that's another caution you cause. Come on, Ben, what the hell? Come on, Ben. That's bad. You know what I mean?
I mean, I try and not hit people. When I hit somebody by accident, I'm like, sorry.
Oh, yeah. Most everybody in the league is really clean. But when you get in these public rooms, and there's sometimes some of the people are used to being in public rooms, so they drive a little bit more aggressively than probably they should be. And that we're used to, for sure, because we run more cleaner.
Yeah. I just try and listen to what everybody else says and try and learn off of it.
Yeah, nobody's going to steer you wrong. Everybody wants you to be competitive and just keep running the races. You run on Sundays?
Yeah.
Did you run at Texas or in Daytona last week? Daytona last week?
Yeah, I ran the IndyCar race at Daytona, the Camel GT. I didn't run the Winston stuff because I forgot to say I need an invite.
Yeah, I didn't see you on Sunday, and that's the only one I ran at Daytona.
But I ran every other race. I won in the Ford 66 and the LMP3.
Oh, yeah? I mean, you can. I mean, you can make your own team if you want to. You know, you get 2-3 drivers together, you can make your own team.
I just think it's better for me to join a team, so...
Yeah, to get experience. Yeah, I'm sure you definitely want to join a more established team for sure.
Yeah.
Or at least get some technical assistance from one.
Yeah.
Stay away from the curbs in this car. Carry your car.
Yeah. You had to say that, didn't you, WK? Why would you say that? Like the curve, man. Yeah, you went cut along.
Chicane, you can give that a good whack, but the S's will just kill you.
Oh, I do want some green flag racing. You guys clip the curbs, you guys are going to be all over the place.
Well, I know before getting into the S's, when you're coming off of that straight, you can just barely touch that curve, but not a lot.
Yeah, and you've got to be super careful on throttle there as well when you come out that corner.
IndyCar doesn't even run on this track anymore, do they?
Yes, it is.
On the road course?
Yeah. First race of May.
No, I mean in our league.
Oh, no, not in our league. You should have said that.
So this is more of a support race for the Camel GT than it is for IndyCar.
Well, it still gives them a shot of the IndyCar on a road course.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Formula Renault is like one of my favorite cars, especially on the oval last time we raced them.
Well, and they'll have to contend with me on the oval too, so.
Yeah.
Alright guys, there's no qualifying. It's going to be random start. Wherever it starts you, that's your starting spot.
If I get you there, whoever that was, I'm sorry about that.
No, it's pretty good. Good miles. I was like, it wasn't your fault.
Motivation. Not bad. Not bad at all.
I was at 510 last lap. I don't know what happened there.
So what do you guys think? A 10-lap race here on the road course and a 20-lap race on the speedway, about the same length of time?
One here, a minute and a half. 50 seconds, 15. It might be, it's about the same, JB. Might be a little longer on the speedway, but it should be alright.
Well, like I was saying to these guys, the Indy cars don't even run here, so it's more of a Camel GT support.
Yeah. Indy cars run on their speedway. Yeah.
So I found out where I picked up time in the first sector.
Alright guys, we'll give you the rundown as we got inside 5 minutes now. Looks like we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Looks like we got 11 regulars in here and the rest some new drivers, so everybody pay attention and we'll get you up and ready to run tonight. Welcome, it's the SCL IndyLights preseason special at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. As he said, 2 races tonight in the various IndyLights cars. First one's 10 laps here on the road course. The second one will be 20 laps on the super speedway. The starting order is determined randomly. It's wherever it puts you out. We will do one pace lap, single file starts. Warren, I was going to make the call on this one to use the old-fashioned clean start rule. One clean lap and we're good. Sound good to you?
Yep.
It means we'll take the green flag at the end of the first lap when the leader hits the start-finish line. The caution flag can be called on the first lap. Once the leader makes it back to the start-finish line and completes one clean lap, it's green the rest of the race. That is a maximum of 2 times that we'll restart it off that first start. Caution must be contact between cars and a full wreck. You spin off on your own, whatever. There's no yellow. The marshals will call it. And we'll have a separate set of rules that we'll run through for the Speedway event. But yes, this is our support series for the Indy cars. Have at it. Be careful. Especially getting into those tight turns like turn 1 and 2. I can speak from experience in this session alone. You don't pull up beside somebody and they commit to the corner, you're just going to spear them. So make sure you follow the old show and go rule. And other than that, keep it clean. We have tons of marshals in the field tonight, so myself, Twindy, WKK, Dash, Shano, Sunday Cup League, obviously. So follow any instructions they give you on the track.
Hey, Caron, is that the old-fashioned one, or is that the international rule for the clean start?
It was the same thing, actually, Warren.
Okay.
That's how Campbell GT used to run in the early days.
No, I felt like it was different because of the, Johnny with your ego killing me.
I probably should have said it like that, Warren. It's basically the international rules. Yeah.
That means taking a look at where you're starting, so if we have to call it, you revert back to restart it.
That is the one thing that I think we may have to waive in a Pro-Am race, Warren.
Yeah.
That might be too much of a hassle, so they'll have to line up where they line up. We'll have to waive that for a Pro-Am. Now, in the support series, now in a race that's not a Pro-Am and not open to the public, yeah, we would do that. Basically, those of you that ran SCL International Tour races, it's very similar to that.
So you're doing clean start, no caution.
No. It's the first lap. Cautions can be called as soon as the leader hits the start-finish line and completes one clean lap. You're green to the finish.
Yeah. So clean start rule and no cautions. Okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then once we get to the oval, there will be a number of caution flags. There'll be a limit on the number of caution flags. And then there'll be a distance number with no more cautions past that distance too.
You know, I'll just have to be careful in turn 1.
That was the big thing here, guys, is that, the line is taking it to the outside sweeping. If you're going to try to go inside there on 1, you have to be beside the guy before you started turning and braking. If you're not, then you're absolutely going to be at fault. Because if they start turning into the corner and you're not up beside them before they start turning, there's no room there. Just because you can see asphalt. You got to beat them before you get to the corner. And it's pretty much the same thing in the drag strip. Wouldn't you agree, Warren?
Yeah.
Coming in the drag strip under the hairpin, that tight left. Same deal. If you're not up beside them, they're either A, not going to see you, or B, they have nowhere to leave you anyway. So just be careful in those spots, and be patient, have a good race. New drivers, like I said, you give the friend request to the Sunday Cup League account and put on a show for us. He's going to be broadcasting it to our YouTube channel.
Does that echo any better?
No.
Alright, is everybody ready?
Yep.
Alright, here we go. Rock and roll, guys. Remember, one pace lap here. One pace lap. So look where you are, and we're going to roll around during this pace lap. So check the position you're in when we start. That's your position you start in.
If you're on the inside, stay on the inside. If you're on the out, stay on the out.
Alright, there we go. Our starting order. On the pole, WKK. Second will be CM Outcast. That's Johnny Benson's not going to be running. He's in the booth. Twindy will be third. Flat Out fourth. Wildebeest fifth. Carlin Hicks sixth. Shano seventh. Rosta eighth. Ben ninth. Wanma 10th. XOS 11th. Daz 12th. Jacko 13. Mondo 14. New Helix 15.
And please don't say the caution word unless it's a caution.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me fix this here.
And no reset them to the track unless you're on your roof and you let an official.
Absolutely, guys. Drive it back onto the track. You get stuck on your roof, you can reset to make sure the track's clear and tell the officials. Got 1 minute, guys. Best of luck. As I said, one pace lap. Warren's gonna set it probably. What speed you gonna use, Warren? 55, 60, 55. Yeah.
And everyone else just stay a car length or half a car to a car length behind the car in front of you. All you have to do is watch the car in front of you. No swerving on your tyres on the go lap. The lap before we go green.
We're gonna have a go. We're gonna have a go lap here. If you want to let them do it on the drag strip, do your brake spikes on there. That's fine. But by the time you get to the end of the drag strip, start reeling it in. Get it through the drag strip, I should say. No, it's one parade lap, guys. One pace lap. In the position you're rolling in now.
Oh, you guys at the back of the pack are passing. You guys can't be passing. Come on, guys.
Back it up, guys. Back it up. Single file.
Pace lap. Just let them go. Everybody else just stay in file. Let them go. Pace lap, guys. Pace lap. You gotta slow down.
Single file pace lap.
Single file pace lap. You guys ain't gonna make it into our league if you don't follow directions. Yep, if you're one of them top four that took off, just hit the brakes. Alright, whoever. So WKK is the leader. Just make it. Go ahead and run your race here, KK.
We'll try to be polite for another couple minutes, guys, but four up front. Hold it up. We're running a pace lap.
They're not going to stop because they listen. Everyone can hear. They choose to do that.
If you haven't slowed down by the time we take green, enjoy your time here.
Oh my god, they're wrecking so much. They wrecked 3 times already. They just flipped going into the corner. Come on, guys, you're running a pace lap. Just stop right there and let the field catch up to you or you're going to be disqualified. I don't think I can pull out of here because I'm the monitor.
Single file starts and restarts. Okay. Thank you, guys. You can pull in at the back.
I think they realized what the final is.
Yeah, all right, Warren, it's your call at the line. Then just take it easy in turn one, guys.
passing on the inside. So pass line.
Yep, you can only pass on the outside here.
Alright, green, 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 green. Mike wasn't doing nothing, Warren.
Some patience to turn one, guys.
My bad. Whoever that was.
As long as green, we're still green, we're still green.
I just locked up there.
Solo and spin up to final caution.
Alright, caution. No, that's
Caution's out,
right.
caution's out, caution's out. Back her down, guys.
Hey, please don't take caution unless there is a caution.
Yeah, there was.
If someone just spins out, just say solo.
We didn't catch you clear, Dad, that's all.
Sorry about that. Yeah, it was a solo, I said solo, and then I ended up smashing into the solo, so.
Alright, let us know when Field's back.
One Morris behind the overall here is 13 I think. We're actually racing.
Alright. Alright, we're good to go, guys. Roll, close it in. Hammer now?
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright, we're getting closer. Coming on the final turn, holding about 60. Yeah, 60. Getting closer. We are green, green, green. Called that a little early. Oh well.
Have a check up there. Sorry, keep going on.
Hopefully we can all just stay straight to the turn one.
Nice job getting through the first turn, guys.
Right, boys, get it, right.
The people that took off at the start spun into turn one behind us.
Yeah, good job, Edwards.
They're never gonna catch you.
Solo.
Yep, flat out took care of that one. Oh, there's the wreck. That's a caution.
Caution's out. Caution's out.
Caution's out. Back it down, guys. Back it down. Back the speed down.
Sorry,
Alright, this will be the final this will be the final restart.
Not really your fault. Say no, I
Alright, let's get it bunched up. Let's do a hurry up restart here, guys.
Yep, go. This is the final restart. Green to the finish from here. Alright, we all good?
Yep, good to go. Let's roll it.
Alright, final restart, guys. Green to the finish. Warren, the call at field's yours.
Alright, coming off the final turn. On about 60. Getting closer. We're getting closer. And we are green, green, green.
Green to the finish here, guys. Oh, gather back up, guys. Gather back up. Roasta, flat. There you go. Keep rolling. Still green. Long way to go still.
Sorry about that, Jacko. I had to make the chicane.
Damn it, I followed you right into that grass.
bouncing around like Gordon Smiley back there.
Alright, so 5 laps in here. Twindy is your leader. Twindy is your leader, having a good race here. Yeah, watch out for Jacko, guys. He's one of the retards. Twindy's having a good run here with WKK hot in his tail. And Carlin and Ben running right behind him. Shane O'Kano just a little bit further than that. Some of the regular cast of characters running this race. Really the only 2 public guys in here jump start. But Twindy's having a good run here in these IndyLight cars like he does in the Indy cars. And Ben's looking to pass Carlin, then put the bumper to him, Ben. Come on. Put that wing on his wheel. Wing to wheel.
I'm trying to catch him. I'm pretty good towards the last sector, but it's not on the last corner.
Wait, you can't get on the podium from 6, bud.
We're actually 1, 2, 3, 4 right here.
Oh yeah, okay. I got you. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you're turning into 3rd. I got you. Yeah.
If you subtract 2 testicles from the conversation, 1, 2, 3, 4.
2 retards. Yep, everybody's still in view pretty much.
Really spread out. Wow.
Well, I mean, Ben back in 4th place can see the leader still. And oh, he touches the late entry.
I wasn't trying to stay behind him because I knew I was going to bump into him, so that's why I moved over to the side. But I should have hit the wall instead.
You see how savable these cars are, though? The Indy cars, you guys would have both been gone. See, now he's not going to try anything, Carl. Just find a better place to pass him. You're faster than him, we can tell. You could have made that pass you did to Carlin. You just should have had to made it. You had to make it a lot quicker than you did. Sooner, not so late on the straightaway.
Yeah, I think he can take it, but I made a career out of staying ahead of guys a couple tenths quicker than me in this lane.
Oh yeah, we ever get back to Suzuka in a cup car, he ain't passing me. What do you mean?
Just like first place would be 5 seconds ahead of second. Second place would be 5 seconds ahead of third. I'd be in third with 4th through 9th, 1 second apart of each other.
Yeah.
Lined up behind me for 30 laps. That's, I was quick enough to keep you behind me, but not quick enough to beat you on the speed chart.
Well, I could always beat everybody through the S's there. Like, I was quick through the S's. And I could never get through that final turn, though. So I just make my car super wide through that final turn.
Damn it.
Getting down to the end here. I think Wendy might have it wrapped up if WKK can't get him. There he goes. He's got a shot right there. See, you made it early. You made your presence known early.
Right time. Yeah.
Made your presence known early and you didn't get chopped off. And Carlin was being an awfully gentlemanly coming to the white flag. Because he could have made that way harder on you.
Yeah. I definitely know that one. And I locked it up.
Top 5 would be plenty for me.
Carlin trying to give him the bumper. That's the best race on the track.
I'm trying. He slowed up a little, but yeah, I'm trying to put pressure on him.
That's the best race on the track right there.
He's got the edge here, though. I don't have the speed in any of these corners. He has to make a mistake. I don't think I can get him. Yeah, see, I can get close enough into you there to...
Daz makes a pass. Right.
No, you were fine.
Alright. Final lap.
Yeah, you got it.
Final lap.
I thought we were done.
You're on lap 10 now. It's an 11 lap race, right?
Yeah. I didn't know if we were messed up because of Tweedledum and Tweedledum are up there.
No, they're on the same lap as the leader. They haven't passed the leader yet.
Now we let the other car into it.
Yeah.
I know.
Keep battling, guys.
I just think some of the corners are just not very fast.
Oh, I'm with you. We've been racing here for years, Ben. I have never been particularly good in IndyLights or on this track, so don't feel bad. It takes time. You're cool, Shane. I was just on my line and couldn't see you anywhere.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, Carlin, you gotta look there. That was your fault there, Carlin.
I was still gathering up.
Yeah.
That's my fault. Shane was just trying to get back on the track. I knew he was off somewhere, but I couldn't see him, so I was just holding my line.
I caught up to you.
Yeah.
The
It
wildebeest.
wasn't his fault. He had to merge eventually, but I just didn't know where he was.
Yeah, I tried to stay as right on the edge of it.
Alright, you guys are taking the checker now or what?
White flag.
White flag?
Or the people that didn't get it at the start.
Congratulations, Jack Off. You win the Golden Donkey Award.
Oh, so you guys are on the white flag right now.
What a win. Win the tree.
Actually, you know what you win for doing that? A pink slip.
You win expulsion from the league.
Nice to have you. See you later.
Alright, old Twindy still going for it here. Coming off this final set of corners, Twindy's going to take the win, it looks like. WKK does not have enough for him. It's going to be Twindy taking the checker flag. WKK. Ben coming in third, coming off the corner. Ben making it onto the podium. Weaving back and forth, loving it. Here comes Shano, Carlin, and the rest of the monkeys. Good racing, guys.
Yeah, good job. That was a good fight. Ben, Shane.
That's what you gotta do, though. If them bozos come in and do that, don't let them wreck the race. Just let them go.
As we come off the drag strip there, and then I thought I was ducking on them.
Definitely have my hands full that time. I'd have a couple of occasional good losses. I would.
We're gonna give you 10-15 minutes of practice in the oval.
I mean, I can't speak for all the IndyCar regulars, but I know from my perspective, running IndyLights has always, for me, I get used to using the power to rotate the car into the corner, and so when I go get in the IndyLights car, it just, I mean, yeah, I'm bogging down all the time.
I have way more fun racing the regular Indy cars.
Yeah, I go through that myself.
And the Formula C lacks grip. It's a little bit low grip. It should be a higher grip car than that, but it's still fun to drive. And it just
Absolutely, it's fun to drive.
Yeah.
And my hands
Now,
full.
this one, you need to make sure you've got your DRS mapped here, guys. So you put the wing.
Again. Said something about don't tell anyone about our Forza race meetup strategy. I don't know what that means, but okay.
Alright guys, select your livery here. We're gonna go and do a 15-minute practice session, get you warmed up in these cars on the track here.
Want to run, Warren? Panasonic.
When I went to the test session for the little like
Get it a bit.
You're in the 24 flat out?
Yeah, what do you want to run, Warren?
Yeah.
I thought I said it. Sorry, I didn't hear you. I jumped in the Panasonic car?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Which one? I'm in the 3.
Yeah, just do that.
No problem.
Alright, when I get a thumbs up for everybody, we'll fire it up, guys.
Let's, we got a house cleared of tools. Yeah, for now. No, yeah.
So far.
Yep. Alright, guys. Still IndyLights. Different spec car for the road, for the speedway. Make sure that I highly recommend you use the stability or something on these, especially if you're not experienced running on this track. But you should be okay in these cars. These are much lower power than an Indy car.
Yeah.
Make sure you got your DRS button on. Make sure you got a DRS button, because you got to open up the wing on this thing. If we get jackasses again, I'm going to spear the shit out of them. Well, we had a guy.
We can take care of him on the oval.
We had a guy at Daytona in the open IndyCar practice. You guys might remember him. He was being a real tool. And he was waiting on the track and then skidding into people. And I went up beside him, locked wheels with him, and pushed him down to the wall and held him there.
Yeah, I remember that. Yes.
Until he could not move. He kept trying to move, and I just kept. Every time he drove, I was going. Got a million hours in these cars, but any direction you go, I'm ready. And he goes backwards, and I push him, and he finally just left.
And you were in the Sunday Cup League account?
Yeah.
That's great.
But yeah, no, me and JB had one night at Daytona, and we had fun wrecking the piss out of him for a good 15 minutes.
You wouldn't listen to what's going on in the races yet.
Well,
Well, he was just
I
driving.
know there's occasional guys who haven't got this, mute everybody by default, they don't listen and all that. I get that, but when you have 4 guys take off in the same race,
I know.
4 of them not listening.
Oh, wait a minute.
Maybe there's one guy to speak English. I'll get the odd one. That's okay. Well, that's life. But
It means we got a bunch of new guys who got the game for Christmas, so we're dealing with them.
That's a good thing, though. We're mining turds to find some diamonds.
DRS.
I had to reset it to my handbrake just for a rally
I like the sound these make.
Alright, I'll be right back.
Oh wait, no, these don't have this.
Go on the outside.
I'm just doing sensitive on these. It's about a 5-degree turn to get around the corner, it's crazy.
Yeah, I'm not really talking about wheel at all.
Yeah, I might go and change the speed sensitivity and come back anyway.
You hear one? I want to sound like a sample for it. Send me a message, but...
Everybody's going fast. I just slightly tapped the wall last time. When do you think we're running Texas Oval?
Next week. Next week.
That one was my favorite last time.
Hey, can somebody re-invite me in here? I'm froze up. Can you guys invite me? Yeah, go ahead and invite me.